Hi Aquarius, my sun sign brothers and sisters, welcome to your week ahead taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose and this resonates, hit the subscribe button. If you are already a continued subby, you know I love you for it. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So this week, for our key to the week, we have the Empress card. We've just had a card fall out the bottom of the deck. I'll get to that in just a moment. And the Empress, so this is going to be a week where you're starting to lay some seeds, right? This is the week where you're going to start to put the feelers out. This is the week where you're all, it kind of feels like in a lot of ways, Aquarius people this week are already planning to hit the ground running for when everything goes direct. I mean, Mercury is going to go direct on literally on Tuesday of this week, which is phenomenal. And it feels like in a lot of ways you're already planning. It's like you've already got a very clear idea of what it is that you're going to initiate, but you're also looking to enjoy this week a lot more. This is about finding harmony and balance and pleasure in your life. It's also about you figuring, you know what? I'm going to have to make the best of what I have. I have to make the best of what I have at this moment in time. And more importantly, if I want abundance, I'm going to rely on myself to create or to generate that. There's something this week that this card, it feels like we're going within this week to say, right, okay, what is the one thing that I have that I'm always going to be able to utilize to generate abundance? And what is that? It's you. It's all of who you are. As long as you have yourself, you're always going to be able to create more of everything that you want, including pleasure, including money, including, anything, right? So this is a great card. And not only that, it enhances the week because it provides fertile soil for all the things that are coming up. For our jumping card, we have the Seven of Cups. So I'm taking this as the first card. Not an easy card, but there's a couple of things here, right? Your Empress is kind of saying, right, okay, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you shine light and love and nurturing and nourishment onto all of the things that you want to grow. The Seven of Cups comes up here. So there's two things this week. One, this is going to be us working through a little bit of confusion. There might be a few moments this week where you're like, okay, is this going right? Am I doing this right? Is this working? There might be a couple of moments of self-doubt, and that's not coming from you doubting your ability. It's coming from a sense of confusion. It's coming from a sense of not really having a clear or a defined enough path. Now, the fact that we've got the Empress card, this means that we will find it. It's just going to take a moment of really asking yourself, what do I actually want to grow? Whenever you have that feeling of spinning your wheels, stop the car, right? Stop pushing the pedal to go. Just stop. If the wheels are spinning, it means you're not going anywhere and you're just going to burn yourself out, all right? With the Seven of Cups as well, this is about streamlining things. It's very often when it says to you, you have too much on your plate and now you need to start to prioritize. This week, the Empress is going to help you do that. She's going to help you clarify, what do I truly want to nurture and nourish in my life? And what do I want to give my time and my energy and maybe even my resources to? All right, for our communications and conversations, we've got the Ten of Pentacles. Yes, we do. I love it. I love it because it's coupled there with the Empress, right? So on a financial, monetary level, this could be a week where a seed that you sow this week, with the understanding and the knowledge that it's not going to give the results yet, but this is sometime in the future where the rewards will be truly great. The Ten of Pentacles is about big money, big finances, long-term goals coming into fruition. And this is in your communications and conversations. This is a week to have conversation with friends, to connect with like-minded people. This is a week to bounce ideas around to get an understanding of what it is that you're, sometimes when you speak to people or you share an idea with someone, it shows you where the holes are, or it shows you that it really is a brilliant idea. The other thing is as well, your Ten of Pentacles can also be about your dwelling. So something to do with the home is coming up for, for conversation this week. For some of you, This could be you finally figure out where it is that you're going. This could be some of you are like, right, okay, you know what, I've decided where I'm moving to. For some of you, this could be that you find a place in, you know, that you find a home in the place that you want to move to. But for a lot of you, this is about finding security within the home. And it also looks like harmonious energies for the family unit, if you have one. If not, it will be your extended people. For our money and materials, we have the Page of Pentacles. There's an idea coming in here. There's something being formed. There's something that you are, you know, where you put the seed in the ground and you cover it over with earth and then you water it and then you just kind of like, okay, now it's just a waiting game. Something of that nature is taking place this week. There is a seed that is sown. This could be an opportunity that comes from a friend, or maybe from somebody that is like a colleague, somebody that you've worked with. With the Empress, it's very likely to be a woman, and whoever she is or whoever this person may represent, it's very likely that this person is really skilled at what they do, very good in business, or maybe just very good in the arena that you're hoping to break into. For your physical health and vitality, this would be a week to look after your throat, your neck, you know, that whole general area. If this isn't anything of a physical nature, especially because you've got the Seven of Cups there, that could be hormonal. So if you have thyroid issues, this would be a week to start balancing out what you can to look after that. So if you know that you have that, or you suspect, this is a week to get clear on whether that is the case or not. It's also as you guys know, when I get to the point of being too tired or exhaustion, or I start to get ill, my voice goes. That's my warning system now. It's so crazy. Up until 2018, I had never lost, I think I lost my voice once when I went to a theme park when I was younger. But other than that, never. And in 2018, I went down really bad. For about 4 days, I literally couldn't speak. All that came out was a whisper. And ever since then, when I get too tired, when I feel myself getting run down, or I know I've pushed a little bit too hard, you know, with work or exhausting myself or whatever, my voice starts to go. So that is my warning sign. So I'm definitely paying heed to this week. For your home and environment, I'm sorry to say this, my dear Aquarian peoples, but it does look like somewhere this week the home life is going to face a little bit of a challenge. It might be that like I said, for a lot of you, this is going to be you figuring out where you're going next. For some of you, it might be that something about the home is coming up for change or for review. And also, whatever you start working on this week, or you start initiating this week, it's going to be in the time of Taurus next year that you start to see this. And I say this because you've got the Page of Pentacles coupled with the Empress card. That literally represents the time of Taurus. So whatever it is that you're working on, creating, starting, moving towards this week, you're going to start to see the results for it around late March going into around late March going into April of next year. So very, very exciting. For love and relations, we have the Five of Swords. So there are, for those of you that are partnered, relationship, long-term commitments, marriage, etc., it looks like there's some question or question mark around the home this week. So it looks like there could be some tense conversations in the home, maybe a few arguments or a few disputes. It's just something that you're going to have to be aware of. If that's not your situation, this could be a challenge that comes up with the neighbours, you know, with your immediate environment or vicinity. This is just something that you want to be aware of this week, especially because obviously Mercury is going direct, but before then it's going to have to station, right? And it's the stations that tend to cause the kerfuffle. So just something to be aware of. And then for those of you that are single, interesting, because you could, I mean, this could be a week where you are maybe meeting somebody in your locality or your environment. Yeah, I mean, there's that way that it could play out, but with the Five of Swords there, this could also be somebody that rubs you up the wrong way. So just something to be conscious of this week. Also, whatever does come up with relationships this week, for those of you that are single, if you are meeting somebody, there's nothing here for me, to be honest with you, that suggests it will be long term. It could just be like a little bit of a fling, or something of that nature. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you. Take care, and I'll see you soon.